Hey, it's Todd O'Brien here with the PTP with a short video on how to read a TAF. Now, TAF stands for a Terminal Area Forecast, and it's a coded weather forecast for an airport. Only available at larger airports, so if you are taking off from an airport that does not have one, you will use the TAF for an airport that is nearby. Now, you can see below, a little more complicated than a METAR here, but all in all, it's pretty simple all the same. So let's figure out what it says. First block of information on the first line is the information about the airport and the time that the report was released. So the first two blocks of information are the airport and the time that it was released. So KBWI, released on the 11th day of the month at 15:05 Zulu. Next block is the valid time range. So when is this forecast good for? And we'll see that the first two digits are the day of the month and the second are the hour, just like most of this weather reporting. So we'll see that this report is valid from the 11th day of the month at 15 Zulu until the 12th day of the month at 18 Zulu. Next block is the current conditions at the time of the forecast at the airport. So we'll see when this forecast was released, the winds were 270 at 5 knots. With plus 6 statute miles visibility, meaning more, we'll get into that in a minute, and the clouds were scattered at 15,000 feet. So now we move on to the forecast section. This is the blocks beneath the top line, and each line indicates a different time, what the weather is going to be like at a certain time. So let's see how to read it. The first piece of information is the time information. FM, capital FM, you should read that as from. So from the time information, this will be the forecast. So from this time information, this will be the forecast. So again, the next two digits are the day of the month, and the next four are the time. So this is from the 12th day of the month at 0000 Zulu, which is midnight Universal Coordinated Time. Following information is what the forecast will be. And it's kind of in a METAR format. Doesn't have all the information, but it's the same kind of coding. So we'll see here that we have variable winds, VRB, at 3 knots, plus 6 statute miles of visibility, and few clouds at 20,000 feet. So again, it's in METAR format, and it may include weather events like rain, snow, mist, etc., and that's in the same codes as it would be for a METAR. Now, P6SM means plus 6 statute miles of visibility. So there's expected to be greater than 6 statute miles of visibility available. METARs, if you remember, cap off at 10 statute miles. TAFs cap off at 6. And this does not include temperature or altimeter information. So each block of information down here is just a different hour. So then we'll see from the 12th at 5 o'clock Zulu, the winds will be 280 at 6, plus 6 miles visibility, scattered 25,000 feet. And from 12 at 9 o'clock Zulu, winds are 310 at 10 knots, plus 6 statute miles of visibility, scattered 20,000. So we can see here in this forecast that the winds are increasing and the clouds are staying just about the same, up nice and high out of our way. So this would be a good forecast for flying, and eventually as the day goes on, it looks like the winds will pick up and it might be a good day to practice some crosswind landings. So that's how to read a TAF. Pretty simple, and happy flying.